Dude, we need like a hip hop beat of the X-Men Adventures intro song.
That's what that was.
I think it would be really sick. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of your favorite nerdy podcast. This is actually the 45th episode of your favorite nerdy podcast. And that, of course, is ComicXWeeb. I am your co-host, James, aka Comics for Cheap, aka hashtag Send It to James, aka Turning Red, Being Red, Shove It Down Your Throat. And I got my co-host with me here.
It's your boy Chris, aka Black Santa, aka man, I'm trying not to lose my mind at how bad my Lakers are, man. LeBron out here starting fights with children and stuff, aka Super Cold. What? Oh man, and like always, sponsored by nobody, because we really don't got no dang sponsors.
No sponsors, but hit that like button, smash it, subscribe if you haven't already. We appreciate you watching, whether you're here live with us now or catching us on the replay. Either way, we go over everything pop culture, especially comic books, movies, and anime. But we talk about a little bit of everything, anything that comes up in our heads. And feel free to talk shit in the comments with us. So today we're going to be kicking it off with the announcement of the return of the GOAT.
Of the GOAT.
Tom Brady coming back.
The GOAT has returned.
He was like, he did his 2 months in jail, family jail. Giselle probably sent him to Whole Foods or something.
Yo, my man couldn't even last a whole 2 months. My man said 40 days was too much.
He had to go to Sam's Club on a Sunday, which we've all been there, bro. We've all
had to bring the kids with him.
Walmart on the weekends, fuck that, bro. I was like, I don't blame him. He's like, I'd rather be hit by a 350-pound man running at him as fast as possible than to deal with
thinking in his head that he's gonna make a name off himself for taking out Brady.
That's right. Instead of dealing with these pussy ass kids. No, I'm sure that his family and him had a long conversation that basically resulted in Tom Brady saying, fuck it, I'm going back.
Yeah, considering Giselle has been like adamant about him like stopping because she's worried about his health more and more. Yeah, I'm pretty sure she wasn't completely on board. I'm pretty sure there was some convincing there because she's just like, I thought it was over. He's just like, no, it's never over.
You know what did it though?
Brett Favre, bro.
Brett Favre. Yeah, if he retires 3 more times, then definitely. You know what really did it was these gas prices, bro. He took a look at the gas. He's like, damn, I got to come out of retirement just to pay the gas bill. What, $6 a gallon? I don't think so. I need to get back on the Buccaneers.
Gotta get back on that field, bro. Gotta make that money.
Back in Tampa Bay. What the hell? God damn. Giselle's probably like trying to plan like a world, family vacation trip around the world or whatever. And he's like, no, one more season.
One more season. One more year.
Do one more. There's been a lot of crazy stuff and announcements with this offseason for the NFL, though. I mean, that wasn't the only one. We had Rodgers that we talked about, $50 million a year. Brady coming back. We have the Jaguars making the stupidest moves I've ever seen, ever, paying these scrub-ass receivers $20 million a year.
Don't forget one of the biggest trades, Russell Wilson being traded.
Russell Wilson getting traded to the Broncos.
Yeah.
Seahawks not having a team anymore. Like, I don't know, man. It's some crazy stuff. You know what? Russell Wilson, though, he was probably tired of getting dressed up like a big highlighter. You know what I mean? So he was just like, I'm sick of these uniforms, bro. I don't blame him. Yeah,
you don't like looking like a crossing guard, bro?
Well, the Broncos uniforms, I'm not saying. I'm saying the Seahawks
ones. You don't like the Seahawks uniforms?
Not that like super bright, looks like a traffic crossing guard.
Oh my god!
Uniform. Am I lying though? I like their other.
You got those that bright green one is like very highlighted, but I don't like that. I like their uniforms though because they're unique.
Okay,
and I like the way they're put together, but it is. I will admit,
I'm not a fan of the bright one.
It's bright.
The other ones are cool. Then we had the announcement of the Washington Commanders, their team, and then they had to change their logo because the internet was not a fan of the logo.
They were still offended.
Yeah. Well, I don't know if they were offended. They were just like, really? We waited 2 years. This is the best you could do. The Commanders.
There were some people that were still offended by it.
Oh, they were offended?
Yeah. There were some people who was, others who just didn't like how it looked.
Oh, okay. I thought it was just they didn't like how it looked. But either way, shenanigans going on there. What else? I can't even remember. I know there's been some other shit.
Is the big lookout now to what's going to happen with him.
Oh, yeah. I heard the Panthers were trying to get him.
The Panthers are looking into trying to get him.
Panthers trying to get rid of Christian McCaffrey. They better do more than try. They better get rid of his ass.
Well, I do know one thing. If I'm Deshaun Watson, I cannot remember if he has a no-trade clause. I can't remember if he did or not. I know Russell did. So he was able to dictate where he was going, basically.
Sure.
And he did. Him going to the Broncos was Russell's choice because he had a no-trade. But I couldn't remember if Deshaun does or doesn't. But if he does, I know for a fact there's no chance in hell I'm going to Carolina.
Yeah.
Getting rid of McCaffrey. Who the hell am I throwing to? Now, that defense ain't good enough. I am not going there.
Yeah. I don't blame them. I wouldn't blame anyone saying that they don't want to go to Carolina just because I love Carolina. I mean, that's my team. But they're not great. They're not great. I mean, we got Darnold as our quarterback. We had the whole situation with Cam last year. We have no offensive line, no running back, and no receivers. So it's definitely a weird team. Definitely not a playoff contender, I would say. Not for at least a few years. We need to throw a few more seasons to get some draft picks going.
Throw a few more seasons.
Yeah, what was all that shenanigans that the coaches were getting paid X amount of money per game to lose or something?
Yeah, that's what Hugh Jackson was saying, that the Browns was telling him to lose games. And then Brian Flores said that Miami told him, the owner was like, bro, lose these games and I'll give you like this giant amount of money.
I'd be like,
which,
say less.
Again, is against NFL policy.
Like, say no more, fam. I got you. Bro, they could have hired me. I'm saying, I'm an expert at losing games. Don't even worry about it, bro. I'd be making the weirdest decisions you've ever seen. Yeah, never seen a NFL game coach like this.
We're going to do a linebacker sneak. What the hell is that? We're going to have our linebacker out there as a tight end. And then he's going to run around and we're going to throw him the ball and he's going to throw it.
Right.
Coach, what the fuck? No, it'll work. It'll work. Trust me. It'll work.
Yeah. What I want to see a flea flicker, but they punt it instead of throwing it. the flea flicker punt. It's the new move that I came up with just now. It's good.
Sounds like it's a great idea.
Yeah, I'm gonna attempt the field goal only when it's 70 plus yards. That's my only one I'm going for a field goal if it's 70 plus yards. We're trying to set records at this motherfucking arena. All right, I don't want to hear no excuses. Just records.
Records setters, son.
And they'd be like, this coach, did he just buy a brand new Aston Martin? What in the hell? I'd be like, don't worry about what I'm buying.
Exactly. This is all to win. Trust me, it's all to win. For me. What? Nothing.
For me. I had the best Christmas I've ever had in my life.
Exactly, bro. Black Santa brought you everything.
Flea flickers every fourth down. Yeah, see, that's my assistant coach right there. Rob's gonna be my assistant head coach. I'm bringing him on the team. We're gonna get this shit done.
Yep.
Oh shit, too funny. But yeah, so just plenty of NFL stuff going on that's already in the off season. It's very interesting. I don't remember too many off seasons being as interesting as this one.
After having such an amazing playoffs where all the games was great, the off season has been just mind blowing. So it's been awesome.
Offensive line plays without helmets.
See, your guy already got the ideas.
He's already got it.
He's the next Sean McVay.
That's right. All right, so we have some news today from Marvel or MCU related. We got a drop of a trailer that is Miss Marvel, the Kamala Khan Miss Marvel show that's coming to Disney Plus. I don't remember when it's coming to Disney Plus. Let's see, release date.
I have not seen the trailer. So the trailer doesn't say it at the end?
Set to premiere June 8th. Yeah, we're going to watch the trailer right now and just kind of go over it. I will do the volume on this one because I don't really care about it. So let's go ahead and see if I can share the screen. Share the screen, the tab, Miss Marvel. Boom. All right, let's get our... Ooh, I don't want that. Let's get our theater mode going. All right, can you hear it?
Yeah, sure can.
I don't want it too loud. So it looks like they're doing like a little.
I just want to say, I get it.
Yeah, with the speech bubbles and stuff. Right off the bat, I'm saying if they actually have this in the show, then it's going to be like one of those quirky, weird, like half anime, half whatever shows.
Now, obviously, I'm Mr. Anime and love everything anime, but this right here, I'm not a fan of this. And honestly, I don't really feel this is anime. I feel it's more just comic-y. It's more of the comic book aspect of it.
Oh, okay.
I think that's what they're basically doing. It's the comic book thing. Because like in comics, if somebody's thinking in their mind, you have a speech bubble. So I think they're going down that
road. Okay. How do you like the look of Kamala? Pigtails and everything.
I guess she looks fine, I guess.
She looked all right, right? I mean, I thought they did a good casting choice, I thought, at least. So.
High school.
Kamala. Another Avengers shirt. Cute. She thinks I'm some kind of weirdo.
You were a weirdo.
Boys. Excuse me.
Yeah.
You're kind of on my shirt.
Sorry.
But
all right.
Staring out the window in your little fantasy land.
So she dresses up as Carol, it looks like. That seems to be her favorite superhero.
Of course.
Interesting. Okay.
Kamala, hey.
Can we get we get the boy fantasies going on here?
Figure out my whole future before lunch, or maybe they're right. I spend too much time in Fantasyland.
That just knocked you.
It's not really the brown girls from Jersey City who save the world. That's the fantasy too.
It's colorful.
You know why? Did you hear something?
Definitely bright.
What does it feel like?
I know they were talking about changing her powers a lot.
Oh, are they? That's what they're thinking of
doing. This kind of life.
She's not stretchy?
Any of this.
No, they're not doing the stretch. Oh wait, no, that was a stretch.
That was a stretch.
Is it because of what she's got on her wrist, those cuff things? All right, there you go. So June 8th. That's based on a comic cover that I've seen, actually. I've seen a cover that looks very, very similar to that, but cool. All right. Well, what are your thoughts, Chris?
That would definitely not be anything I would want to go see in a movie theater. It's colorful.
It's not. It's a show, so it's definitely not a movie theater.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
Yeah, it's extremely colorful, and I like the lights.
Rob saying Reed Richards getting blamed by Kamala fans online for her not having stretchy powers, but it looked like she stretched to do that punch.
It did, but maybe it's one of those things where it's the stuff she's using that's giving her all her powers, and she doesn't have the full thing.
Is she? Her powers are tech based, so anyone can have them. So is she? I don't read as much. I don't think I've read any Kamala Khan Miss Marvel comic books at all, so I'm very unfamiliar with this character. So, I thought she was an Inhuman. Is she an Inhuman in the comics? or no?
Yeah, from what I read, she was. So
Okay.
is she? I guess she's everything's tech based and stuff now. And this
feel like that would have been a perfect opportunity to bring in the Inhumans, but it's cool. I didn't see a villain going on. I know this is initial trailer, so we're going to be nitpicky here, but still, I didn't see a villain or any kind of conflict going on there. Really, it was more.
It came across
obsession.
It came across too, just slice of life. That's all it really came across as. Just a bunch of too happy.
Too happy.
It was just too. I don't know. It just didn't intrigue me at all. Like I'm hoping for the next trailer, it'll be much more interesting. Like I said, I love the lights. The lights was cool.
Mm-hmm. The demographic seemed
the only thing that intrigued me was it being flashy because I love lights, so that's really it.
Right. Definitely seemed aimed at a younger demographic.
It does,
which is fine. I get it.
Yeah, I guess.
So if they're gonna have like a little high school teen drama, whatever, I get it.
That's not
cool.
really what I want to see, though.
That's not what you want to see, but there's some other people that may want to see something like that. But if she is a kid, I guess it's good to have
that's going to be the best idea for cell-wise, but I get you're right.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know the universe. I don't know the world of Kamala Khan. I don't know. I really don't know who she's going to go up against. If it's really just going to be a setup for the Marvels movie, or something like that, almost like a prequel to that. Again, like you said, I don't know a selling aspect who's going to be wanting to watch this show, but maybe they're trying to rope back in the demographic they had for Captain Marvel before Brie Larson went crazy. Maybe they're trying to get those people back in the game.
By what Jay I don't know. Go crazy, he means her just opening her mouth up.
Yeah. Facts. So yeah, it'll definitely be interesting to see a second trailer, and hopefully we can get some more information. I'm not intrigued enough to go read any Kamala Khan comics or anything like that. I
read a little bit. No, not interested enough, and just I don't know. Like I said, she comes across as a giant fangirl, which a lot of times, especially I know in the video game, the terrible Marvel video game they made a couple of years ago. Terrible. They completely made her just a fangirl who's just like pun intended, marveling at everything. Oh, it's Iron Man, it's Thor. Oh my God, it's Hulk, and it's supposed to be like how we would react if we saw them in real life, but it just came across as beyond cheesy. But that game had a lot of things, and then just in the comics, she's just not interesting to me. So I don't know. There's just
Yeah, I can't say that I relate very much to a teenage girl. So reading any stories of that nature probably not gonna do it for me. And as well as the show. I mean, I'll still watch the show. But it might be one of those like I kind of have it on in the background while I'm doing some other shit.
You can tell me how that goes because we both know I'm not watching that.
Oh, bro, I'll give you the play-by-play. Don't worry.
Jay's gonna start making stuff up. Yeah, stop.
Never believe this, and then Kamala Khan just came out of
nowhere. Oh my God, your Wolverine showed up. What? Dude, Psylocke shows up on the second episode. I'm turning on right now.
If Wolverine showed up in Kamala Khan, if that's how they introduced him to the MCU, I'd be furious. I would be furious too, but I don't think I'm gonna need you to tell me because the internet's gonna blow up if that was to happen. For sure. The internet would not. Yeah, that would be terrible. It's a horrible reaction. But yeah, so at least we got a trailer. I'm still waiting on a goddamn Thor trailer. I don't know what's going on there. Why we can't get a Thor trailer, but it's cool. I know there's some rumors.
Come out? When does Thor come
out? Soon, right?
That's this year?
Yeah, it's this year. Thor: Love and Thunder is supposed to come out also on July 8th. Wait, are they dropping on the same day?
What?
Hold on a second.
That's a terrible idea. Why would you do that? You would want more people to watch your show.
Oh, no. I'm sorry. Okay, June 8th is Miss Marvel. July 8th is Thor.
I was going to say that made no sense.
Yeah, I forgot that June and July are different months there. Yeah, so June 8th, Miss Marvel, July 8th, Thor.
That is
But
concerning. Have we
I
had a
think that-
single trailer
Nope.
for that movie?
Nope. Mm-mm. Not even
Yo,
like
that's concerning as hell, yo.
not even like
That's
a teaser.
concerning.
Not even a teaser.
That's concerning. Dave.
But they were saying that I think there was the rumor that we were going to get something during what is it, Disney Day or something like that. Like there was like an investor day. Where
I
they
know
had,
I heard a rumor that we were supposed to get something during the Super Bowl, but that never happened. I was saying.
No, yeah, we got whatever else we got. We got something else. But yeah, they were saying something like because there's like I guess Disney and I don't know what it's called, Disney Investor Day or something like that. Oh, there we go. Yeah, Disney Investor Day 2022 is the annual meeting of the shareholders.
And what day is that?
Oh, that already happened. So yeah, we're not getting that.
So we didn't get anything there either. So all right. Bro, this is concerning, man. Like more and more, I'm so concerned about this movie.
Maybe with the Morbius movie, we'll get the trailer. I don't know,
dude. Like that's just weird. A movie with this level is Thor. This is a Thor movie, and then it's going to be a big transition. And you telling me we haven't even got a teaser, and we haven't got a trailer, and the movie's a couple of months away.
Less than 4 months away.
That is beyond concerning. That does not happen to Marvel movies.
No,
something is
especially not Thor.
Not one. Honestly, even if it was a grunt movie, I'm pretty sure we would have got something by now.
Yeah, we had a Morbius trailer 2 years ago.
I mean, you're right though.
That shit's coming out. That shit's coming out next month. We had it 2 years ago.
Yeah, for that, yeah.
Yeah, the especially a Taika Waititi like directed film. Like I don't know. I know I'm not like a huge. I don't think it's going to be anything super special, but I don't think it's going to be absolute crap either. I'm just kind of like I think it's going to be somewhere in the middle as far as what I'm expecting for this movie. I'm sure that they're going to play that humor angle very hard again, and yeah, I mean, whatever. It is concerning that we haven't seen a single trailer, but maybe they're trying to not give anything away. As far as if somebody is dying or, maybe they're just like, fuck it, we're Marvel, we can do what we want. At this point.
I'm pretty sure there's that kind of attitude somewhere there, but on a marketing standpoint, there's no way you don't promote this. You have to promote it some way, somehow.
The villain in Miss Marvel is the high school senior that thinks Kamala is not attractive, but takes her to prom on a dare, only to find himself falling for her when she takes off her glasses. This is the classic 90s teen movie starring Heath Ledger, R.I.P., and Kamala Khan. What is that? How to Get a Guy in 10 Days or something? How to lose a guy? I don't remember what it was called.
Bro,
so it sounds very familiar to that plot then.
Super quick transition.
Yes.
They actually made How I Met Your Father.
Yes, they did. Hulu did.
Fucking stupid.
I agree. I am with you there. I have not seen an episode of it.
I'm never going to watch an episode. That's
my brother telling me.
Disrespectful. It's disrespectful.
Disrespectful.
It's disrespectful to How I Met Your Mother to do this crap. It's literally just, and this is one of those situations, I don't give a damn. This one situation goes straight blunt to it. This is a literal situation of, let's just have a girl do something the guy did. That's all this shit is. And I don't like that.
Yeah, spinoffs. I don't understand why we continue to try to do spinoffs.
And they beyond rarely work anyway.
I can't even name a spinoff show. A show that spins off of a show that has worked. Ever. I don't think I can name a single one. Episodes is close, but it's not really a spinoff. Because that's the one where Joey from Friends, he plays himself, Matt LeBlanc.
Oh, I never watched Friends anyway. So.
Well, I know you didn't watch Friends. Did you ever watch episodes? I told you about episodes. I remember telling you about that one. I don't know if you ever watched it though. But basically, Matt LeBlanc. He plays himself, and like he's a super dick. Like like
Oh no, you
in real,
did tell me about that.
yeah,
Okay,
in real
okay.
life, he's like
I'll
a
probably
total
watch.
jerk.
Okay, I'll look into it tonight. I will look into it tonight. Thanks for talking about it. I completely
I
forgot.
think it's on Netflix, but I can't remember.
Right.
But that, I mean, I wouldn't even consider that really a spin-off. It's just like it incorporates pieces of stuff almost like it had actually happened or whatever, but I still wouldn't call that a spin-off. The Friends spin-offs were terrible. One was actually called Joey, and it failed miserably. And yeah, I don't think there has been
I can't
young
think off the top
Sheldon
of
or
my
whatever.
head, but I'm pretty sure there's been at least a couple that went well.
That went well.
Pretty
I
sure
think Young Sheldon is like they keep pushing that one, the Big Bang Theory spinoff. But I mean, I didn't really like Big Bang Theory.
That's weird though. Ain't Sheldon the main character of Big Bang anyway?
One of the main characters, yes.
But isn't he the main one, really?
He's the weirdest one.
Because he's the
I don't
smart
even
guy,
know how
right?
to. The super smart one, yeah.
Yeah, he's the one who gets the most
they're all
attention.
super smart.
He's the one who gets the most attention, though, right? Like yeah. So why have a spinoff of the one who's pretty much the main character anyway?
Him as a kid, I guess. I don't know.
That sounds stupid. No,
they were like, oh, what if we take all of his weird quirks as an adult that we find funny, and then they has them all as a kid? That
sounds so dumb.
Right? So How I Met Your Father is just the latest of the god-awful choices that we are making here. Maybe they just ran out of ideas. I don't know. We needed a female Ghostbusters. Now we needed a female How I Met Your Mother.
That female Ghostbusters, that went great, didn't it? Yeah. Because they didn't have to reboot the whole damn series again after
that. My thing is the character dynamic that we had with How I Met Your Mother I felt like it was perfect. Like we had the married couple, we had the guy who was
looking for a girlfriend, now you're gonna ruin it. I haven't heard anything good about this How I Met Your Father thing anyway. So I mean,
so the chick version of that. So what we have like the perfect couple, then we have the chick that's trying to find a guy, and then we have the one that's an absolute whore. But like
probably probably one of them's like a probably
one of the funny things about.
Probably gonna still make the guy the whore because they don't want to make the female look that.
Well,
bad.
that's what I was about to say because if one of the funny things about Barney was all the silly things that he did to try to get the chicks. Pretty sure that it'd be very unrealistic for the chick to do that unless she was like I don't know, but I'm just saying it would not be as difficult for the girl to land a guy every night as it would be for the guy to land a girl every night.
Yeah, definitely if you pick the pretty girl, because that's going to be weird to have her go through all these shenanigans when it's like that's not realistic.
Yeah.
So it's probably
you had me at hello. You didn't even have to say
the door with your top the way it is. You already had it.
I was like, let me bang this chick in the bathroom. So yeah, I haven't seen anything, but I mean, I'm a big fan of How I Met Your Mother.
Loved it.
I wasn't a big fan of the final season, but I don't know anyone who really was. But everything else though, I like that show. So
and the final season still wasn't the worst thing ever though. It was just like not as up to par as the other seasons.
Yeah, it was just super depressing, and then he meets the mother in the last episode really, or last 3 episodes or whatever, so they get a few minutes together, and it's like, oh, all that for that? Okay. Just wait until my script for an all-female remake of The Longest Yard. It's all about a powder puff football game in an all-women's prison. Hell yes. This is genius. We should take it to Hollywood immediately. I guarantee you that it would be picked up. You need to start writing that one, man, because that is hilarious.
Sounds like it's going to be the greatest thing ever, man.
Yeah, and it sounds like something that a studio executive would be like, oh, yeah, that would totally work.
I'll definitely watch that one now. I guess it was depressing. I was just always happy that, I always called the girl who played Buffy the Vampire Slayer. I don't know why I always call her that, but that's what instantly come to my mind. She was in Buffy.
Who? Is she in it?
The redhead girl who was in Buffy. And in those American Pie movies, too.
Oh, yeah. the girl who plays Lily. I go, how come I not remember her name either?
I know, I can't remember her name, dude. But either way, I'm just happy, you know, their marriage didn't like end in the final season. That would have been
Allison Hannigan is her name.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, definitely that would. I think
that's what I was
off.
worried about. I was like, don't break them up. Don't break them up. Don't break them up. But that didn't happen. I was like, yay.
Yeah, I think that would have made everyone furious if that happened. So I am also glad that did not occur because that would have just been ridiculous as well. They already had their little breakup, so they didn't.
Right.
Need none of them.
Exactly. Especially for the final season. Like, come on, man.
Oh goodness. All right, let's talk about Morbius because we were mentioning backstage that I feel like I'm one of the few people remaining that somewhat believes in this movie. Like the trailers have had me hyped.
Okay.
I've been I've been excited for it. We're gonna get some crossover action. There's mentions of Black Cat in the paper, Spider-Man on the walls. Vulture is actually in the movie, and in this latest trailer, he had a line that he was speaking, so more likely that he's actually in the movie. I'm pumped for it. I think it looks good. I'm not a big fan of Jared Leto, but maybe this was the role that he was meant for. He definitely wasn't meant for Joker, in my personal opinion. But maybe this is the one. So you, on the other hand, were telling me not so thrilled.
I'm very mixed on it. I'm excited, and then at the same time, I'm concerned that there's just like this movie's going to suck. Now, it's interesting because some of the things that's confusing about me, when the hell is this timeline then? Because like you said, it mentions Black Cat and it mentions Spider-Man, but Eddie hasn't met either. Like Eddie has only seen Spider-Man on TV and then, read some stuff, and that's very recent. And then Black Cat has never even whispered into being into anything. So how the hell would they be mentioning her?
I think it was just like a little meant to be like a little cameo type thing because it was just in the paper that someone was holding. It said like Black Cat strikes again or something like that.
So you have somebody else named Black Cat right now? In this
world? I think it was just like a tip of the hat to the character.
I mean, I wouldn't do that. I would not mention her until it's actually legitimately going to put her in something or even hint at that. But whatever, that's just my personal thing on that part.
Sure.
But I don't know, man. The trailers haven't been bad. It's just it's something about this that's just not super hyping me up for it, and I'm still concerned that this movie's just going to suck. Because
it doesn't. The trailer at least doesn't make it seem like it's going to be corny.
Right, because I do like the thing where he's scaring the guy in the hospital. And he's like, "No, I'm a doctor." That is funny.
Yeah,
that's funny.
But because there was definitely cornball moments in the Venom trailers that worried both of us, and we were right to be worried.
Yeah.
So they kind of like
the Venom movie with Carnage didn't end up being that good.
Right. So the lack of like corniness, I guess, in the trailer so far, at least, maybe they're hiding it. I don't know. Yeah, like I don't know. It just seems like
a more serious person. So
Cam says it's just an Easter egg with Rhino and Black Cat. So just like a little, like I was saying, like a little nod that they exist somewhere out there in the world type of thing. Then we got Sony might have dropped that Black Cat Easter egg as a way to cement their claim to the character. That's true, since they want everything Spider-Man related to be theirs.
That's a good point. Now,
yeah, trailer looks way better than the Venom trailer. That's what I'm saying. So, I don't know. I feel like everyone that I talked to recently is just like, "Oh, Morbius is gonna suck." Well, Morbius. Oh, they're already hating it. Like they want it to be terrible right off the bat.
I just have concerns. I hope it's not terrible. I want this to be good. I really do. And I don't think it's gonna. I don't know. Like I said, I got super mixed feelings on this movie, dude. Like,
what do you want from the movie? What do you want to see from this movie? What do you want to see? Like, some viciousness from Morbius or
no, I do want it to have a little bit of horror in it. Like I want there to be a little bit of showing, like showing the monster that he fears. I want that to be explored. Whereas not just the thing of like, oh God, I have to drink blood. I'm a monster. No, like I want to actually see that viciousness, like you're saying. I want to see some scenes where he loses it and he causes some legit damage where he's just like, oh God, I can't believe I did that. Like I want to see that kind of stuff. I don't want it to just be like, oh no, I'm a freak and that's just it.
Right.
And like
the development of Morbius,
not just bitching about what he could do, actually show us. Like I want to see some type of horror in there, and it doesn't have to be super action packed all the time. I just want it to show the monster side of Morpheus, and like that needs to be like honestly a leading factor. Consider this the first movie to kind of get that going, and then of course if you do it right, then you get the second movie starts kind of calming down. I don't know. I just want to. That's what I want to see. I want to see stuff like that.
Right. What the development of him. Throughout the comic books, I do remember him like desperately trying to work and find a cure for his ailment, and the fact that he has to drink blood and find victims and everything like that. And it's not that he wants to, as he makes it very clear all the time. It's that he has to survive, and it's like if you stopping me from doing this is basically killing me. And I remember Spider-Man always being like, well, we can work on a cure together. Like we can make this happen. We can find out. You just got to stop attacking people. And that's when he's just like, no, fuck you. So a little bit of that would be cool. Like you were saying, like make it so that it's a desperation for him that he has to attack people and like show that he is legit attacking people. That would be cool. And then if instead of introducing Spider-Man to stop him later, we introduce Blade. Yeah, you know what I mean? Like,
no, that would be the ultimate. That would be my ultimate dream thing if Blade was the end credit that he pulls up on his motorcycle and he's just like, "This is the next motorcycle too." Like he got to pull up on a motorcycle. He can't walk it. He got to pull up on his motorcycle. And
what if he pulls up on a motorcycle? And then Ghost Rider pulls up next to him.
All right, I think we're going too far.
There'd be a cleanup in the theater. They'd have to change my pants.
Like, what the fuck? Yeah, Mommy, it's snowing. That is snowing. But make it rain.
I don't like the latest trailer showing Morbius as a kid talking about finding a cure for him and his friend. I think that was for like the first thing before he turns into like the vampire thing. What does he have? He has something like, is it
that'd be kind of weird if he was already that as a child.
Like he's already like, yeah, I think he's handicapped in some way, but I don't remember. I don't think they'll use Blade though because he's a Disney property. That's what I was telling Chris.
Yeah,
I think they'll use Blade in Moon Knight. That's dropping at the end of the month here, but I don't think that they'll use Blade, unfortunately, with Morbius. I think the
closest we'll get to somebody showing up would be Venom. They could
Venom
have
showing
Venom
up,
just show up as an end credit or something.
You think like, that they're going to use this movie to maybe like start building their Sinister Six up a little bit?
They could.
Like
they really could. I mean, I really wouldn't be shocked if Venom showed up in the movie. As at least not necessarily in the movie. I can see a bunch of references towards Venom being in the movie, but I can legitimately see him showing up as an end credit or something.
I think there's a reference to Venom in the trailer where they're like, "Who are you?" And he's like, "I'm Venom." No, I'm just kidding. Dr. Michael Morbius or whatever.
Right. Yeah.
So they're for sure. I'm with you there. That there will be some Venom references. We have here's an idea right here that we might get an end credit scene involving Kraven or Chameleon, since that is the next one that Sony is talking about. Having like a little Kraven end credit scene would be something.
That would be hype. That would be smart. That would actually be really smart to have Kraven as an end credit. That would be cool.
What are you thinking about the news that's coming out about Kraven so far?
What's the news?
just roles being cast. Basically, we've gotten cast Craven, Chameleon, Calypso, and they're talking about God, I can't remember the dude's name, but he was like the ex-husband of Silver Sable. Basically, it's such a minor character, I can't remember his name. But that could introduce Silver Sable into the universe. Is basically why
cool to have her
hyped about it.
That'd be really cool to have her show up.
So they, I don't know. I don't know what they're gonna do. Like as far as a Craven standalone movie, I feel like we're gonna have. I mean, we have to have Spider-Man in that movie, right?
That's
like,
the biggest thing because remember, Craven's whole thing was what made him. What really got him going. I mean, I guess the only way I can see it making sense is the movie is basically building on who Craven is, and then at the end of the movie, then he's like there's a big hunt that he wants to do during the movie. He succeeds, kill whatever it is. It'll be his quote unquote evil villain of the movie, if you want to call it that. Sure. And then at the end, he's like, all right, this was the biggest dog. And then he's like, I need something bigger. And then his target is Spider-Man. And he's like, this is who I need to go after. And then it's like, he's the guy now I have to take out. But here's where things get, if you do that too, though, then I guess maybe you have to alter somewhat of the timeline, and it definitely has to take place after the latest Spider-Man movie, of course. It would have to. And then it would have to be him seeing like some pictures or something on newspaper of Spider-Man. And he's like, that's the one I need to go after. But either way, you can do that where it's him going after crazy hunts on crazy, maybe a mythical beast is like the last one he goes after, or somebody with some powers or whatever, something crazy. But I don't know. I don't know what you can do with it either.
He goes and hunts Fin Fang Foom. He's just out here like slaying dragons and shit. This motherfucker has evolved, bro.
Dragon head up. I'm like, yes, you're in trouble. But then again, you did put those.
Spider-Man. I don't know what you're gonna do. Trouble. Craven's just out here like picking fights with lions, and then he's like, "Nah, dragon."
Dragon is what I need to go after.
Yes, the Foreigner is the name of that character. I'm open to it until we start seeing trailers and plot points. Yeah, I mean, we'll see. What's up, Philly Vale? How you doing? Let's all just hope that Craven isn't portrayed as a reality TV star like the Crocodile Hunter. Oh my God, that would be amazing, though.
That would be amazingly bad.
We're getting too many great ideas here tonight. This is horrible.
Okay.
Just like...
see, the other ideas was great. That wasn't necessarily the idea. That was saying we're hoping that doesn't happen, and we are hoping that doesn't happen.
Craven's just like, crikey, look at the size of it.
look at the tail on that one.
She's a beaut. And like gets on top of the gator and then like splits the mouth open. What the fuck?
Like he's a beast out there, but he's a reality TV. That's what makes him a bigger star because he's actually like destroying these animals that should not be able to be ripped apart like that.
Oh, this one's on the endangered list and just fucking rips the heart out.
He's like, look at the heart. Look at it beat. This is what's gonna happen. Oh, look at that beat. And then it's like it stops beating. He's like, well, you just saw history right there. There's only like 3 of these left now too, and we just saw how it looks when the heart stops.
Here's my favorite thing about Craven is that Craven is Russian. In case we didn't know this, but Craven is Russian, and right now is not a great time for anything Russian. So are we gonna get some?
That's interesting.
Are we gonna get some insane propaganda in this movie, or what's going on? We're just gonna get some anti-Russian propaganda throughout, kind of sprinkled over this movie, or what's going to happen here?
Oh man, that's a good point. That's actually on the real though. That's actually not a bad point considering everything that's going on. Damn.
Also, another thing that I just want to say that one of my favorite puns about Craven is his name is Craven, and Craven is like Old English for coward. So the Cowardly Hunter is basically what his name is.
He's definitely not a coward, though.
Yeah, he's not a coward, but it is really funny that his name is Old English for coward. So I just want to point that out. But Sergei Kravenov is his actual name.
Right.
Yeah, they're gonna turn him into a Ukrainian.
No.
He's gonna, yo, what if the hunt is for Putin?
Oh my god, dude. Oh my god. That's who he's hunting for in the movie. They've completely changed the script now. That's like, this is what we're doing.
He's got to stop a nuclear attack and kill Putin. That's gonna be the plot of Craven. You're welcome, Sony. You're welcome. I just wrote.
There you go. You're welcome, Sony. ComicXWeeb just gave y'all what y'all needed, boy. But dude,
oh shit,
man, I really am thinking though, like that's a great idea having Craven show up at the end of Morpheus, though, or at least a hint towards him or something.
Something. I feel like that would be a good idea.
Can really just transition to him, on what his next thing's going to be, or maybe he can even, somehow find out about Morpheus and make a thing that he was going to eventually go hunt him, but something can get his attention where you don't actually have to have Morpheus in the movie, but that's how you can still have him show up at the end and be like, yeah, I'm going to hunt him now, but don't actually have that hunt happen in his movie.
I gotcha.
Could do that.
I think it would be a good idea because they are riding a little bit of a hype train right now for Craven. With the casting announcements and stuff like that, so that I feel like that would be smart. Also, kind of like what we've talked about before, why would they announce castings now and then we're not getting this movie for 3+ years? So it's like, why did you need to cast it already?
Yeah,
just to kind of sprinkle them in here and there to build hype for that movie, that would make more sense. Chameleon has been disguised as Putin this whole time, messing everything up.
The whole time, the ultimate mastermind. Oh,
golly.
You know that Chameleon. He's always a schemer anyway.
Chameleon is he's like the most D-list villain of all. Like
but you can't tell me
bottom of the barrel.
You can't tell me though when he shows up in Spider-Man, it wasn't hyped though in the animated series. He always has some funny, cool moments.
Oh yeah, for sure. I can't say that he's ever had some cool moments in the comic books though. I can't say. Yeah. He just always it's always like, oh, it's Chameleon, that kind of thing. Like something's happening, you think it's someone or whatever, and Spider-Man shows up to fight him, and then it's Chameleon, and it's like,
bro, honestly, bro, he's the discount. He's the great value choice of Mystique. He's the great value Mystique. Mystique's the real one. She's the real one.
Yeah, what it looks like when you're ordering it online, Mystique, and then when you get it in the mail, you got Chameleon. You're like, fuck, what the fuck is this?
What is this garbage? He's like, but I can change it. You suck.
Yeah, for real. I always felt like also, Mysterio does so much, but I feel like they made Chameleon and then they came up with Mysterio and they're like, oh, that's what we should have done. I know it's not really the same, but it's similar enough to the trickster type thing or illusions and dressing up as different people or whatever. They came up with Mysterio and they're like, oh yeah, that's probably the better idea.
Yeah, we'll make him way more important.
Yeah, ASM1. I was making that joke when Chameleon was announced. I was like, oh, I bet nobody's talking about the first appearance of Chameleon. You'll probably find that in the bins. The first appearance of Chameleon is Amazing Spider-Man 1. Yeah, nobody's talking about that book right now. You'll never find. Oh my gosh. When you order Zartan off a Chinese website and Chameleon shows up. Yeah, 5 weeks later as well.
5 weeks
later. I ordered this shit forever ago. What the hell?
Man. Dude. I'm telling you though, man. Honestly though. I guess I'll say spoiler, but we've talked about Batman last week and it's been more time, so but still just spoiler. I still enjoyed that Batman movie, man. They really
you're still with Batman.
I'm hoping that they can continue the momentum.
Yes.
I'm
hoping that they ride that one pretty well. I just don't know with everything else that they're planning on releasing. Or do we get another outside of that world Batman movie? Do we try to incorporate Batman back into a Justice League scenario?
Because that's the weird again, that's the weird thing. When you hear the director say he don't want Superman and a lot of that supernatural stuff there, it's like, what are you doing with Batman then? Like, is you just going to keep him away from everything? Because you have to have Superman. And let's call it what it is. You have to have Superman with Batman. I mean, they're the perfect fit, and they're literally like best friends. I mean, like, you have to have those guys eventually interact. You can't have like what that makes it even weirder. Like, what are you going to do in future Justice Leagues then?
Right.
If like, are you having two separate Batmans now? God, no. What Batman we're gonna get in this crappy ass Flash movie gonna be the Batman?
Apparently HBO ordered a Penguin series based off of the Batman movie. Didn't see that coming, says JBK's dad. Yeah, I had heard something about a Penguin series. If it's gonna be similar to like Gotham, I guess. I don't know how they're gonna do it. Like if they're just his rise to power, or if it's going to be like him now in charge of certain underground, crime rings and stuff. I mean, it could be cool. I hate Batman spin-offs that don't involve Batman. Like Gotham was kind of bad enough where it was like Batman's a kid or whatever, and it's really about Jim Gordon. It was cool up to a certain point, and then it started getting same with I think they just released an Alfred show on HBO as well called Pennyworth. It's like, God, another Batman, thing without Batman. And there's a few of them out there, and it's just like, I don't care. Like, that's not the reason why we like Batman related stuff. We want to see Batman in there. You know what I mean? So I if we're gonna have a Penguin series, we need Batman at least a little bit. You know what I mean? They also have an Arkham series planned instead of a Gotham PD series. Okay, so we get the inside of Arkham. So again, that'll be another thing where we get to see them like inside of Arkham or whatever, which could be cool, like a little prison show or something. But we don't get Batman.
It's cool for like one episode and that's it. Like,
yeah,
I don't care about what goes on in Arkham. That's not the main story. Like, I don't really give a damn. Like, I want to see Batman deal with the situations when they get out of Arkham. As well as like, with the Gordon politics thing, one of the issues I had with Gordon was that you're introducing these Batman villains and all this story about them, but it's just like they didn't show up until after Batman showed up. Like, why are some of these villains in this show? Why?
And they were killing villains too, like left and right. And
yeah,
like, damn, so Batman doesn't even get in there.
Like, at this point, this ain't even Batman anymore at all. This really is like an alternate universe.
Yeah.
Like, really Bruce does not become Batman later on. He's just a little pissy little kid, and he grows up and he becomes a serial killer himself. Then Gordon kills him.
Which was like the big thing when they killed Joker, the Gotham version of Joker on that show. And it's like, bro, we don't even have Batman yet, and y'all already killed Joker. It just doesn't. That was the biggest issue I had with that too in general. Because like Joker being there makes no sense. No sense at all. Because Joker and Batman are literally connected, and to have Joker dealing with Commissioner Gordon first, and then in theory later on Batman. Even if you want to say, well, this is a different Joker, that's still beyond stupid. Because it was a set like that. You can't do that. It needs to be the actual Joker and Batman, not Joker and Gordon, then a new Joker and Batman. That makes no sense. Right. Rob says, what's next? Disney Plus announcing a Ben Parker series. Instead of Pennyworth. We get the Pennyworth version of Peter Parker's uncle. I think they could be good if they at least just put Batman in it a little bit, but to exclude him entirely, it's just, man. Yeah. Well, I mean, for which one? Like the Arkham one? Like Batman just comes in every now and then to interrogate someone?
I'm assuming the Penguin one he's talking about. He could be talking about, but I'm assuming. Yeah. I'm assuming.
But like the Arkham one would just be a prison politics show. Like, we'd probably have Scarecrow and Joker or whatever in it. And then just a whole slew of henchmen or crazy people or whatever that
again
come through.
For 2 episodes, like an episode or 2, that's interesting. But for a whole series, I don't want to watch it. And I love Batman villains, but I don't want to watch a jail series of Batman villains.
Build up Chris's favorite person, Harley Quinn. We could get a legit Harley Quinn build up with an Arkham series. Chris looks beyond excited about that prospect.
No, that is the best fucking idea I ever heard in my life. Please tell me more.
Yeah, we could also have Victor Zsasz in it. We could have the DC Doctor Strange, Dr. Hugo Strange, going on in it. Then we could have Doctor Strange fight Doctor Strange in like an alternate reality universe mind-bending thing. And then Hugo Strange would beat Doctor Strange because Doctor Strange already got beat by Peter Parker. So you know that probably... I'm still salty about it.
He wasn't trying to hurt Peter. He wasn't trying to actually fight Peter.
Still angry.
It's still stupid.
He's gonna be like, I wasn't trying to fight Hugo either. Every time he loses a battle, he's like, look, I wasn't really trying. I wasn't trying, okay? I was giving you...
It's like that guy you beat in a fighting game, and every single time you beat him, I wasn't really trying, bro. If I would have blocked more, I wasn't trying. I was holding back a lot, dude. Fuck off. Get out of my house.
I was just letting you get some...
Give me the controller and get the fuck out. But real quick, back to what I was saying earlier, real quick. What do you think about that? Like the whole thing, the thing of like if he wants to keep Batman away from everything, how do you do that? Are we making this literally an isolated Batman that is technically not canon to the actual DC universe stuff?
Right.
Do you have another Batman?
Are we saying like this is young Batman and the older Batman is with the Justice League? Are we going to keep Ben Affleck around or I don't know what we're doing here. It doesn't make any sense. If this director, I mean, who knows? Like if he stays on board with the project and they don't get Warner Brothers doesn't get rid of him, and he continues to just be like no aliens, no Superman, no nothing else. Like that has to come to a head at some point because all know we have this Flash movie, we have more. Aquaman's already chilled with Batman, and we're having another Aquaman movie come out. Yeah. I'm sure we're going to get another Wonder Woman movie. So it's like, okay, but how long are we going to pretend that Batman isn't a part of all of this?
Right. Like, we can't do that.
We need a series that explores the life of a young Bruce Wayne set the day after his parents are killed, explaining how a young boy was legally allowed to go live with an unrelated adult male alone. That is something, I guess. But if he's named the Guardian, though, then it's not really unrelated.
Yeah, because I'm pretty sure Alfred is literally like the Godfather. So if they was to die, Alfred can get custody. I'm pretty sure that's
make you an offer that you can't refuse. The Godfather.
I don't think that's the kind of Godfather Alfred is.
Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, okay. I didn't know if he was Italian or not. I don't know. we know.
I'm pretty sure we would. He's not that Italian like that. No, he's not. I can tell you that actually.
Okay.
But yeah, he's the legal guardian of Bruce after they died, so it's fine. But that is funny though. Yeah, like
it's weird that they don't
like
any
why
other
is this child
animal
under your guardian? Doesn't he have like an aunt and uncle he can go to?
Right. Like not both of them were only children. Both Martha and Thomas had no brothers and sisters. They had nobody else at all that was in the will or could take care of Bruce. No, it was just Alfred.
They was like, bro, we ain't giving nobody this money, bro. This is stand with our son and our butler. That's it. Money grubbing.
Bury me with these $100
all. They're like, yo, the Waynes are so nice. Come to find out they completely shitted on their family. They're like, we hate every single body who is not in this household right now.
That's the series we need. Keeping Up with the Waynes, bro. It'd be like
Keeping Up with the Waynes. That's the name of it too. Keeping Up with the
Waynes. Some reality TV garbage bullshit where they're just like cutting everybody out of the family and shit. Like how Alfred really came to be in charge of Bruce.
Yeah.
Oh shit, ridiculous, dude.
That would be
but yeah, I never really thought about it that way. That like. Both of them didn't have anybody that could watch or take care of Bruce at all. Like no aunts, uncles, no cousins, no long lost grandparents. I guess they're all dead too. The grandparents are all dead. Everyone's dead.
They're all.
And it's just Martha and Thomas on some kind of killing spree in their family. Just took everybody the fuck out, and yeah, and then they get shot by Joe Chill. Like the stupidest name of all time. Sounds like he was like, Joe, chill. And he shoots him anyway.
He shoots him anyway. But you gotta remember, dude, with that all, like, that it's Batman's so old and stuff. They thought that name was cool. It was edgy back then.
Joe, chill.
Joe Chill.
Yeah,
back that sounds 40s. Like a 80s and 90s like main character. Joe Chill's coming to kick your ass.
He's part of the G.I. Joe group. Joe Chill.
He's part of the G.I. Joe. He's one of their members. Joe Chill. Go get Cobra over there. Joe Chill.
Damn. Whatever happened to those fucking G.I. Joe movies? They were cranking them out. And then I guess everyone decided that they sucked. So.
Yeah, the ones with Marlon Wayne and the other guy.
Channing Tatum?
Yeah.
Yeah. Magic Mike?
What happened to those?
I remember one of them, and then I had heard that there were like more, but I only watched the first one, and then I remember like there was a whole bunch of hype for the first one, and then like years later I was like, oh, whatever happened? And there were like two more. I think there's two more.
I think so.
I think The Rock got involved.
A second one.
I think The Rock got involved or something because of course he did. And
The Rock is in one of them. Yeah.
But I never actually saw them, so I guess they're probably pretty bad. I mean, the first one wasn't great, so I'm sure that the other ones probably followed suit.
Yeah,
it's all about Snake Eyes now. It's actually just silent films. It's like a 20s film. So it's just music in the background and Snake Eyes just kind of walking around doing Snake Eye shit. And then like anytime any other character says anything, they have like the quote card come up.
That's we gotta use those speech bubbles, bro.
Yeah.
I know it. They're just there.
It's just Charlie Chaplin music in the background while shit's going on too.
And then at the end, when somebody finally says something right before it ends, the last thing you hear is, how the hell are we able to see these speech bubbles that everybody else is thinking? And then the movie just cuts to black and the credits roll.
Genius. How many great ideas can one podcast episode produce? I don't know. If we kept going, we'd probably get some more. Unfortunately, we're at an hour, so we're gonna have to draw it to a close here. You can't tap our brains for free forever. We're gonna call it, and we will see you next Tuesday. Hit that like button for us. It's gonna be a
really fun one because there's some anime stuff we're gonna be talking about. Oh man, it's gonna be some fun.
Hell
stuff.
Yeah! Gotta bring up some anime shit for next week. Hit that like button, smash that subscribe button. We will see you next Tuesday at 8. As always, stay villainous and
fuck.